Hey folks, Randy here. So a lot of my customers know this because they've kind of been getting email updates. But my son is going to be admitted to the hospital tomorrow. Um, his seizure meds aren't working, and so he's going into the hospital to get some tests and hopefully get some stuff sorted out so that we can stop having seizures all the time. But that's not what this video is about. What the video is about is something that has been said to me a lot over the past decade plus, and I appreciate what people are saying, but it's not helpful, and I wanted to tell you how you could be helpful. When you go to the hospital, or when you're going through like a hard time or something. Something that people like to say, and they're very well meaning, I've said it many times, so I'm not judging anybody. But the thing that we all say is, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Or if there's anything you need, please let me know. And I don't know if anybody's noticed this, but 99.9% of the time, no one ever takes you up on it. No one ever says, oh, thank you for saying that. Here's a thing that I actually need. No one does that. They say, oh, thank you. And you get to feel good about the fact that you offered your assistance and rest easy knowing you probably won't have to give it. So this is for people who actually want to help. This is for people who, and again, I'm not judging. I've had to make this adjustment in my own life with my own friends when they go through things. Don't say, if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Don't do that. That's not helpful. Like if I use in my situation, I don't need your help. I've been taking care of a special needs kid with some pretty serious medical issues for almost 13 years now. I'm very good at it. There's not a whole heck of a lot that I need from you. There are things that I want, but I don't need. So if you say like, oh, if there's anything you need, let me know. It's like, I don't need anything from you. I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm not going to respond to you with that. Like if my mother says that, I'm like, well, it'd be really great if you, watched my other son. But that's a little different. So what I've taken to doing, because I know how annoying it is when people say that to me, is instead of saying, if there's anything you need, I instead give options. So like a friend of mine was in a bad car accident, and we went up to visit him, bumped into his mom in the hallway. And I could have said, hey, if there's anything you need. But I didn't say that because that's annoying. What I said is, have you eaten? Can I buy you lunch? And she said, sure. Now, if I had said, is there anything you need? She would have said no. But I gave her an option, and she could either say yes or no. So I told her this is what I'm willing to do for you. And she said yes. When a buddy of mine, his son was going to have to go into the hospital it doesn't matter why. And so what I said to them was, I would like, or my family would like to provide you guys with dinner once a week, or whatever the time frame was, because it was going to be an ongoing thing. And they were able to say, yes, that would be great. If I had said, is there anything I can do for you? They would not have said, dinner once a week would be great. Like that, that's not what they would have said. So, and after a while, they were able to say, hey, we really appreciate it, but we really don't need that at this point. So, because people have been saying it to me a lot, and it's been a little frustrating, don't go that route. Just say, hey, can I help you with this? Or, hey, can I order you a pizza? Or like, hey, can I give you some money towards parking or something? Tell people what you want to do for them, and then give them the option of saying yes or no. But when you leave it open ended, like, hey, is there anything I can do for you? Well, I can tell you what would be great is if you paid my mortgage this month. It would make it so I had so much extra cash in the bank and I wouldn't have to worry so much about money. You could do that, but you probably didn't mean that, and you're probably not going to do that. So give the option. Say, this is what I'm going to do. Because honestly, a lot of times when we're in the hospital, like, it's not like it's convenient to get to. So provide options. Kind of like Jobber. When I do quotes for customers, or if my customers need some work done, I don't say, anything you need, just let me know. No. When they log into their client portal, there's a list of things that I can provide them, and they can pick from that. That's kind of like the way to do things. Jobber's like, thanks for putting us on this video, Randy. As a bunch of you guys know, I am a Jobber ambassador, and so if you are interested in checking out Jobber, there's actually a link in the description below. You can click on that link, and it's free to try, completely free. And if you decide to go forward, you'll get a special discount that will go towards not having to pay so much for Jobber. I'm going to end it there. But don't say, what can I do? Say, here's what I'd like to do. That's the move.